Hello there, my name is Agus Eko Madyo, lecturer in Institut Teknologi Bandung, Indonesia. I call my audience, you, as a learner because this video is created with the spirit to learn together. With me, we are still learning about architecture of the city. If you watched my previous video in this course, you would found the special phrase that I mentioned repeatedly, a good built form. Why? Because as architects, we get responsibility based on our knowledge to guide the effort to make better built environment. Meanwhile, making better built environment is not easy effort because many complexity here. An architecture thinking Spiro Kostov reminded that modernist architects and urban designers often imagine and design better built environment that have never been built. In both his legendary books, The City Shaped and The City Assemblage, Kostov said we should concern the urban process and the social matrix, which contain the forces and powers to shape and assemble the city. His approach is urban history, so the urban process and the social matrix is explained by Kostov through studying the urban artifact from the past. So, how the urban process and the social matrix of architecture of the city can be read in everyday life? It becomes concern of Kim Dovey, an urbanist thinker from Australia. It is also interesting that Dovey adopted several philosophical thinking from great philosophers such as Michel Foucault, Jacques Deleuze, and Felix Guattari, Pierre Bourdieu, and Henri Lefebvre. Do you want to know more? Please following the next video. Thank you and welcome back to the course video of architecture of the city, and we are still discussing of urban process and the social matrix in everyday life. Previously, I have mentioned Kim Dovey as urban design thinker who tried to create the urban process and its social matrix in everyday life. Dovey have even had his own term, place as assemblage. This concept has been developed step by step. Here, I will deliver some milestone thinking of Kim Dovey represented in his several books. First, Fluid City. This book, my Kim Dovey first comprehensive book about capturing the urban process in real practice, used the transformation of Melbourne urban waterfront as a case. Not so different with Spiro Kostov, Dovey also concerned there were many forces that assembled in urban form transformation, but differently, Dovey tried to capture the power relation in everyday life. Second book is Framing Places. Here, Dovey tries to uncover the assemblage power in built form from many cases and extracts the finding into theoretical discourse. It is represented on this book title, Mediating Power in Built Form. If we talk about the power relation, so we must refer the most influential philosopher here, Michel Foucault. Foucault explained that where a power relation represented in any human action, the concept of power relation can complete the Kostov concept of the social matrix. The urban forms are shaped and assembled. It's not happen in sterile spaces, but shaped and assembled by power relation. By Dovey, Foucault thinking is interpreted into built form. The composition of urban artifacts become mediator of social practice of power. Third book is Becoming Place. In my humble opinion, this book is Dovey's masterpiece. His thinking core formulated well in this book. He uses two philosophical thinking here. First, Deleuze and Guattari thinking of assemblage. Simply, assemblage can be understood as something assembled. Assemblage thinking contributes significantly to read the reality is not organized hierarchical as a tree-like, but most like as rhizome. According to Dovey, the built form design should represent the assembly desire to gain the better future. Better future is not framed by one person or certain groups, but as an assemblage of desires of many actors involved in this effort. Second, silent complicities. And Dovey derives from Bourdieu concept of cultural production. According to Bourdieu, social spaces constitute field where capital, yes, economic capital, social capital, cultural capital, and symbolic capital are circulated, transformed, and contested. And Dovey said that architectural and urban designers practice have a task as cultural producer in my term, rising the social cost of the society because of accumulation of cultural capital, knowledge, manner, and credentials. Fourth, urban design thinking. In this book, Dovey starts to down to the earth, drawing his philosophical thinking into simpler terms. Yeah. As a lecturer, I empathize to him that not all of students has a good philosophical thinking. They need more concrete concepts. In this book, the concept of assemblage desire and of better future and architecture as and urban design as cultural production are translated more empirical and in everyday phenomena. And the fifth book is Mapping Urbanities. If the previous book, Dovey still used thinking for this book title, this book used mapping. It means he tries to formulate his thoughts into more operational platform to read the built environmental phenomena. Lefebvre's concept of rhythm analysis influenced him to organize method to analyze the built forms in everyday life. He wrote this book together with his students who have interest to collect and analyze empirical data. And in my opinion, this book make the philosophical thought in urbanism can be studied easier for the common students. So in next video, I will present the mapping urbanities and how it can be used by my student to read urbanities phenomena in their everyday life. Stay tuned. Hello learner, still with me, Agus Eko Madyo, and we continue to discuss the Kim Dovey book about mapping urbanities. In this book, Lefebvre's concept of rhythm analysis influenced him to organize method to analyze the built form in everyday life. This book is organized in three sections: capacities, flows, and territories. It is on the deletion thinking of assemblage in choosing the terms. So many urbanism topic can be arranged to this section. And it makes mapping urbanities is more operational because students can choose the certain topic to analyze phenomena of architecture of the city in their everyday life. Next question is, if mapping urbanities were written to be operationalized for the student, how about my student? Can they operationalize mapping urbanities for many cases in Indonesia? There are 5 students interested in Dovey thinking and voluntary exercises into map urban architecture phenomena in their everyday life. Previously, I told them Dovey's thinking is very philosophical. It's not easy, but they are young and restless. Yeah, have a strong spirit and high curiosity. Try to do something new. There are Isaiah, who uses functional mix to map how many functions are assembled in his Hampton House complex. And then Teresa uses street life rhythm not only to read the rhythm on the street, but also connection with the river, because Teresa in pandemic time joins the online course from his hometown. Yes, and hometown is located in Malino, a river city in Kalimantan. And next is Adrian, who choose public-private interface topic to analyze the phenomena in his gated community housing complex and compares it with the outside. There is also Queen, who interested in graffiti as urban character on his hometown, Surabaya. Queen explored graffiti as urban architectural elements in public space. Are they art or vandalism? And last but not least, Analicia, who observed the dilemma alley in East Jakarta through informal and formal morphology and incremental urbanism approaches. Do you want to watch their observation? We can watch in the next session one by one. Thank you.